Welcome to Brienz, Switzerland, a true fairy-tale village, famous for its stunning beauty. Brienz sits right by Lake Brienz, with crystal-clear blue waters that sparkle under the sun. The village is surrounded by green mountains and snow-capped peaks, making it look like a painting. Brienz is known as the wood-carving capital of Switzerland, and you can see beautiful hand-carved decorations all around the village. The houses in Brienz are made of dark wood, with colorful flowers hanging from the windows. Every street feels like a storybook scene. You can take a boat ride on Lake Brienz and see the village from the water, which looks even more magical. Another special thing is the Brienz-Rothorn Railway, a cute red steam train that takes you up to the top of the mountain for breathtaking views. The air is fresh, the people are friendly, and everything feels peaceful. Brienz is not just beautiful, it is full of life and tradition. You can walk along the famous Brungasse, once called the most beautiful street in Europe. The wooden houses there are hundreds of years old and are carefully cared for by the people who live there. The flowers on the balconies make everything colorful and lively. In Brienz, you can also visit the Swiss Wood-Carving Museum and see amazing works of art made by hand. Nearby, you can take a short trip to the Giessbach Falls, a magical waterfall that crashes down right into Lake Brienz. You can even walk behind the waterfall and feel the cool mist. For adventure lovers, there are hiking trails everywhere with stunning views of the lake and mountains. You can also ride a bicycle or take a quiet walk along the lake's edge. In winter, Brienz looks like a snowy fairytale, with lights and decorations all around. Every corner of Brienz feels cozy, magical, and welcoming. Whether you are taking photos, relaxing, exploring, or just breathing in the fresh mountain air, Brienz will steal your heart. It is truly one of the most beautiful villages in Switzerland and feels like a dream come true. Brienz is also famous for its peaceful atmosphere, where time seems to slow down. You can hear the soft sound of the water, the birds singing, and the wind gently blowing through the trees. Everywhere you look, you see colorful boats floating on the lake, little gardens full of flowers, and charming wooden bridges. In the summer, you can swim in Lake Brienz because the water is clean and fresh. In the winter, you can visit small Christmas markets, where the smell of sweet treats fills the air. The local food is delicious too, with Swiss cheese, fresh bread, and homemade chocolate. If you love photography, Brienz is like a dream because every angle gives you a perfect shot. The sunsets here are magical, with golden light shining over the lake and mountains. From Brienz, you can easily visit other beautiful places like Interlaken, Iseltwald, and the famous Jungfrau region. Many people say Brienz is the hidden gem of Switzerland, a place where you can relax and feel close to nature. Once you visit Brienz, you will always want to come back because it feels like stepping inside a real-life fairytale. Brienz is perfect for couples, families, solo travelers, and nature lovers. It is safe, clean, and full of charm at every step. You can enjoy a peaceful picnic by the lake, or take a romantic stroll through the quiet streets. In springtime, colorful flowers bloom everywhere and the whole village smells fresh and sweet. In autumn, the trees around Brienz turn golden, orange, and red, making it look like a living painting. If you love music, Brienz also has traditional Swiss music events, where you can hear alphorns and folk songs. You can also join small workshops to learn wood carving from the local artists. Brienz is not a busy or noisy place. It is calm, pure, and full of natural beauty. Even the simple things, like watching the clouds move over the mountains, feel special here. Every season gives Brienz a new kind of magic, but the feeling is always the same: peaceful, beautiful, and unforgettable. It is the kind of place where you can truly relax, take deep breaths, and feel happy just being there. Brienz is not just a village, it is an experience that stays in your heart forever. Brienz is easy to reach by train, boat, car, or even by bicycle if you love adventure. The train ride to Brienz is one of the most scenic in Switzerland, passing through mountains, forests, and along lakes. When you arrive, everything feels peaceful and friendly. The people of Brienz take great care of their village, making sure it stays clean, beautiful, and full of flowers. Small cafes invite you to sit outside, sip coffee, and enjoy the view of the lake. You can hear church bells in the distance, and the soft sounds of the village life around you. The colors of the lake change with the light, sometimes deep blue, sometimes turquoise, always stunning. In Brienz, you can feel close to nature and also close to Swiss traditions. It is the perfect place to slow down, smile, and enjoy the simple joys of life. Whether you come for a day or a week, Brienz will capture your heart with its magic and beauty. Every corner, every moment, feels like it is part of a dream that you never want to wake up from. Brienz is special because it feels real and untouched, not crowded or busy like some other tourist spots. You can spend hours just walking by the lake, skipping stones into the water, or sitting on a bench and listening to the sounds of nature. The old chalets with their carved balconies tell stories of hundreds of years of Swiss life. Every window has colorful flower boxes, and every doorway feels welcoming. Brienz has a small harbor, where you can watch little boats rocking gently on the water. The village is also the starting point for boat trips across Lake Brienz, where the views are breathtaking in every direction. One of the highlights nearby is the open-air Museum Ballenberg, where you can see real historic houses from all over Switzerland and learn about old traditions. Everywhere you go around Brienz, you are surrounded by beauty, peace, and tradition. Even a simple sunset walk along the lake can feel like the most beautiful moment of your life. In Brienz, you don't just see the beauty, you live it, you breathe it, and you carry it in your heart long after you leave. Brienz is the kind of village where every moment feels like a painting coming to life. The early mornings are quiet and misty, with the lake looking like a mirror, and the mountains slowly waking up in the golden light. As the day warms up, the colors become brighter, and everything feels fresh and full of life. You can visit small bakeries, where the smell of fresh bread fills the air, or sit at a little cafe and watch the slow, peaceful rhythm of the village. Locals often greet you with a smile, happy to share their beautiful home with visitors. If you love hiking, there are easy paths and harder trails that all offer unforgettable views over the lake and the Alps. In Brienz, every season brings its own magic: flowers in spring, sparkling blue waters in summer, colorful forests in autumn, and pure white snow in winter. It doesn't matter when you come, Brienz will always look like it was made for a fairytale. It is a place where you can slow down, find happiness in the simple things, and make memories that will stay with you forever. Brienz is full of little surprises that make you smile. You might find a tiny fountain with crystal clear mountain water, or a hidden bench with the perfect view of the lake. Everywhere you go, there are small details: a carved door, a painted window, cobblestone path that make you feel like you are walking through a storybook. Children laugh and play by the lakeside, and old couples stroll hand in hand, enjoying the peaceful beauty all around them. Sometimes you hear a soft breeze moving through the trees, mixing with the gentle sound of water lapping at the shore. The Brienz-Rothorn Railway is a must-see. The little red steam train puffs its way up the steep mountain, taking you higher and higher into the sky until you reach a viewpoint where the whole world seems to stretch out before you. From the top, you can see endless mountains, deep valleys, and the sparkling blue of Lake Brienz far below. It feels like standing on the roof of a dream. Brienz is not a place you rush through. It's a place you savor, slowly, one beautiful moment at a time. Every second here feels precious, soft, and unforgettable. Brienz is also a place for dreamers and artists. Painters come here to capture the colors of the lake and mountains. Writers come to find peace and inspiration. Photographers fall in love with every sunrise and sunset. The beauty of Brienz is not loud or flashy. It is soft, natural, and timeless. It touches your heart without trying. Even a simple walk along the lakeside feels like a gentle story unfolding with every step. The reflections on the water are so perfect that it looks like two worlds, one above and one below. Brienz is a place where memories are made quietly, with smiles, with peaceful walks, and with moments you want to hold on to forever. You can rent a small boat and float gently on Lake Brienz, feeling the cool breeze and hearing nothing but the splash of the water. You can sit by the water's edge and watch the sun set slowly behind the mountains, painting the sky in gold, pink, and deep blue. You can explore little craft shops, where every piece is handmade with love and care. Even the simplest things, like feeding ducks by the lake or having an ice cream on a sunny afternoon, feel magical here. In Brienz, you don't need to rush. There is no hurry, no loud noises, no stress, just pure, simple beauty everywhere you look. It's a place where the heart feels lighter, where the soul feels calm, and where the world feels full of wonder again. Brienz is not just a destination, it's a feeling, a dream, a memory waiting to be created. Brienz is a place where the past and present come together. The old wooden buildings with their charming details tell stories of the village's rich history, while the modern touches blend seamlessly with the natural surroundings. The village has a way of making you feel like you've stepped back in time, but with all the comforts of today. There's something special about watching the boats glide across the lake, knowing that this has been happening for generations. The traditions are alive here, from the art of wood carving to the famous Swiss cheese and chocolate. Each moment in Brienz feels like a step into a living Swiss story. As you walk through the village, the cobblestone streets and quiet alleys create a peaceful, timeless atmosphere. The mountains surrounding Brienz seem to stand guard, protecting the village and adding to its magic. No matter where you go in Brienz, whether it's by the lake, up in the mountains, or along the little streets, you'll always feel a sense of wonder. Brienz feels like a secret kept by nature itself. The village is so peaceful, it feels like time has forgotten it, letting it remain untouched and pure. The sparkling waters of Lake Breens seem to hold all the colors of the sky, changing with each moment from the bright blues of midday to the soft pinks and oranges at sunset. As the stars begin to twinkle above the mountains, the village transforms into a magical wonderland, lit by soft street lamps and the glow of the moon on the lake. The nights in Breens are quiet, almost serene, with the sounds of nature and the occasional chirping of crickets. The air feels fresh and cool, and the gentle rustling of the trees adds to the calm, peaceful atmosphere. Whether you're taking an evening boat ride, or just sitting in a cozy cafe, you feel like you're in a dream where everything is perfectly still, and all that matters is the beauty around you. In Breens, even the smallest moments feel meaningful. You can sit on a bench by the lake, with the soft sound of the water gently lapping against the shore, and watch the world pass by at its own pace. The village has a rhythm all its own, slow, steady, and full of quiet charm. As you stroll through Breens, you can see the care and love the locals have for their village. Every flower, every wooden carving, and every hand-painted sign tells a story of tradition and heart. The village feels like a living, breathing testament to Swiss culture and nature. The people here live with a deep connection to the land and the seasons, and it shows in every part of their daily lives. You can feel the history of Breens in the air, in the buildings, and in the way people smile at you as you pass by. In Breens, each season brings its own unique beauty, and the village transforms throughout the year, making it magical no matter when you visit. In the spring, wildflowers bloom along the lake's edge, filling the air with their sweet scent. Summer brings warm sunshine and long days, perfect for taking boat trips across the lake or hiking through the lush forests. In autumn, the trees surrounding Breens turn brilliant shades of red, orange, and gold, and the air is crisp and refreshing. Winter is when Breens truly feels like a fairy tale. Snow blankets the village, and the mountains turn into a winter wonderland. With glistening white peaks and cozy cottages nestled beneath the snow, the peaceful beauty of Breens never fades, no matter the time of year, and it invites you to immerse yourself in its calm, timeless rhythm. Whether you're here for adventure or simply to relax, Breens offers something for everyone, and every visit leaves you with a sense of wonder and tranquility. The charm of Breens is in its simplicity. There's no rush, no noise, just the natural beauty of the village and its surroundings. You can spend the whole day wandering through the small streets, admiring the traditional Swiss architecture, or simply sitting by the lake and watching the boats drift by. The tranquility here invites you to pause, reflect, and reconnect with nature. If you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of a deer in the nearby forest, or see the playful ripples of a fish jumping out of the lake. Every detail in Breens feels like it was made to be admired, from the handmade wooden carvings that the village is known for, to the delicate flowers that bloom along the pathways. There's a deep sense of respect for nature here, and it's clear that the people of Breens live in harmony with the land. In Breens, every corner seems to hold a secret. The old streets wind through the village, leading to hidden gardens, where vibrant flowers bloom in the summer, and cozy shops, where you can find handcrafted treasures. The town feels like it belongs to another time, a simpler time, where people lived in tune with nature and the seasons.